to the GC Uncensored podcast. I'm Richie Hartman with
Tommy Ring.
Mark Ludwig.
Nick Skias.
Toby Blumenshine.
All right, boys. It's been a while, long time, like 40 days. So
Jesus.
it's like Lent here for the podcast, but we'll talk about our season a little bit. First, we got to thank Greg Stevens for the beautiful banner that we finally got a chance to hang up. It's pretty sweet. We'll get a little more professional around this place. But yeah, so Mark, why don't you start with your season, because that's probably the easiest of the five of us to.
Season's been great.
Sports.
I've attended one race so far. That was last weekend. Getting ready to go to the Indy 500. Leave Thursday morning. So other than that, yeah.
Kyle Larson.
You had Team Penske. Two of them disqualified for qualifying in the Fast 12. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. But no, it's been good. Good sports and everything.
Tommy? Wreck anybody lately?
Listen. In whatever defense I can present,
I don't know, I saw a video. It didn't look like there was much of one.
Video.
I have been
We'll
told
try to put that clip on this.
by multiple people to be more aggressive. So maybe,
Seemed like a
just
fun time.
maybe that was a bad time to be more aggressive.
Yeah. Christy would say the same.
There was a hole, I put it in there, and it closed up.
In your defense, I have told you have been pretty bad at restarts as well. So
Yes, you are!
So
he is trying to improve that.
Fucking Richie did the old school restart maneuver on Tommy last weekend.
Right.
Left Tommy
Wow.
like a sitting duck.
I was kind of pissed, so Tommy was getting some.
yeah. So then I put it in there, and well, it didn't work out for me. But
Even for Christy.
well, actually, yeah, whatever. So
But other than that,
it still hasn't been that good.
yeah.
It's just been rough, just trying to get the cars in shape and get everything together. We've been finishing features in the top 10, but I don't know. That's not where I want to be. I'd like to be in the top 5. Winning. We're getting the Wing 600 together. Just making progress every week, just trying to get laps in that. That's a totally new experience for me. And then we had Steven in it, wingless. Made one show. He drove up a couple spots, did pretty good. Unfortunately, last night he didn't make it through the B main, but just making strides every week, just trying to get better.
Yeah. Still have clutch problems.
Still having clutch problems. If anybody knows how to not eat a clutch cable on a Suzuki, give me a call. Appreciate it.
I just don't check. I just don't press the clutch.
Just,
Jamming it.
I mean, we're not doing it when we're racing. It's only when, just trying to pull out.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know what's going on.
There's a lot of comments here, like pulling out, put it in there.
Putting it in holes, like closing up.
The holes are closing up,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
like a closed hole.
Toby, you wanna
No, mine's
go?
I'll take Tommy's top 10s all day. No,
You
what,
finished
first-
the heat race this week.
Yeah.
I did. I won heat race.
In first?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
You got lucky.
Yeah, and I felt like I was slow.
You
But
were.
It turns out I was quick through the heat races, but that doesn't
It's funny,
matter.
that was the same heat race that I was in.
Yeah, I remember.
Is that the heat race that Tim came over and said you passed 8 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a horrible heat race. But other than that, I usually go about 3 laps and then blow up, pulling the infield. That's been my season. So no, it's been pretty horrible. But we're I went over the car a couple weeks ago. I replaced everything. Everything you could replace, I replaced, and now at least the engines.
You finally seen
Staying.
your first halfway signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How was your Linda's Friday?
horrible. It was horrible. We get there. I was about 5 minutes from the track, and I seen a cell on the weather app that I have. And I'm like, well, this ain't gonna last more than 10 minutes. I'll
Was it green?
probably. There was reds and purples in there, and all kinds of stuff. But no, I didn't think we were gonna be there more than half an hour. I mean, I honestly thought it was gonna rain right away, but I think it started raining. What, 7:30?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
I turned the cushion on and it was light rain in the area or some shit. And then looked at Bridgeport, same thing. It's raining.
I will tell you that the track surface was, oh man, that's awesome compared to previous years.
Yeah, we were gonna go with Dennis, and Thursday night we kind of talked and assumed that it was probably gonna be pretty rough, just with how much it has rained and everything. But like, the track has looked really well put together every week
Yeah,
so far.
smooth.
I mean, we personally haven't been there at all. This will be the first week we go. But well, on the cushion, I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's bouncing around or anything like that. It looks good.
There was a little dip, I believe, going, you know, the same dip that's always same dick that's always there in 3. No, there's a
long list of those.
Yeah, but no, nothing like it used to be.
As you can tell, we're drinking.
I was gonna say, what's on your mind?
I'm drinking a different kind of beer.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like, you know, even once you guys got going, then the 500 feature had a wreck on the last lap that took a long red. Then I guess Tyler Bardick had a seizure in the pits. I had
know
read
there
it through the, like, a Facebook post or
medical
whatever.
emergency in the pits.
Yeah.
That took a while. We were just going out for our heat races, I believe.
When I was watching a feature from fucking High Limit in New York.
Yeah.
I flipped back and forth through that, and then I think by that time Nick was finally packing up. After he got to run the track and after it rained.
Well, I figured he was packing up to go there. He's never
But
on
yeah,
time.
well, they were probably late. That's why they were late.
Better get a suit on.
Oh, you bring your suit.
Don't forget it anymore.
Oh, I'll put money on
man.
that.
We're gonna have
Not
all-
to jump ahead, but did you wear it home last night as long as you
No,
had it
I
on
did
after
not.
the
I
rain?
changed finally.
For fuck's sake. So yeah, so that's you've only run Blanco and then that one,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
has been
the
like three
3
races, 4 races.
3 races at Lanco and 1 race at Linda's.
So how many total laps have you turned?
Up until Linda's, I ran a total of 10 laps. But that's including, yeah, that's heat races and features.
And hot laps.
And hot
And
laps?
hot laps.
Well, that doesn't include hot laps. I ran a couple laps.
Are you gonna make it through a feature? You'll be like week 10.
I made it through.
Made it through Linda's, right?
Yeah, I made it through Linda's and the heat race at Lanco.
Well, I
till
saw
it
you were
rained
sleeping
out.
today. It's because he made it all 10
I
laps
was-
at Lango.
I was
Like, you need
exhausted.
to rest. You make one heat race.
Yeah.
Whew. You
So-
were thirsty?
Learn how to breathe. Oh man.
Speaking of getting tired in the car, Nick, how's your season going?
I had a few really good races and a few bad ones. I think that's kind of how racing goes. You definitely have some super highs and super lows, but you know, I was able to pick off 2 wins at Bridgeport and 1 at Blanco this season so far, and both cars seem to be really fast. So I'm happy. Even the 2 DNFs I got at Bridgeport, I was in contention, so that's all you can ask for. It hurts you in the point title situation, but other than that, really happy with both pieces of equipment. Palmucci gives me a good car, Chuck gives me a good car, and I feel like you go to the track and pull in, you feel like you can win any event that you attend, and that's what you look for.
Yeah, I mean, and what you had there was something in that tire that you got a flat tire at Bridgeport?
Yeah. I don't know what I ran over. I didn't see anything on the track.
Sabotage.
So week 1 at Bridgeport, I blew a transmission out.
We did go over.
And
Yeah.
Blowing training.
Blown
Yeah,
training.
blown training.
Yeah.
Mm.
Got it.
and but
New Jersey.
the second DNF there was a left rear flat, and I could stick my thumb through the center of the tread, so I ran something over. I mean, that didn't just blow out, so
Well, that long fucking trail you gotta run from the pits to the track, maybe there was something.
Yeah.
Or
it was
even
flat
on-
before I got there.
Even on the big track.
But yeah, no, that's seems to be good. A couple minor things, you know. Other than that, it's way better than what I expected, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you've been fast at Lanco. I mean, I watched in the cushion, but
So
You weren't necessarily the fastest car the last time you won at Bridgeport, but you won.
I might not have been, but track position really helps you out sometimes. And as for Lanco, even week 1 I started out and had a miss all night in the engine, but was still able to come up through the field and pick off the top 5 with that, and then fixed our problem. We had some carburetor problems that definitely cleaned it up. And week 2 came out and it was just unbelievably fast.
Yeah,
And
I know.
sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks. 2 fastest cars at Lanco. I ran second 2 weeks in a row. Great.
What's it like
That's
to be
awesome.
up there?
Well, it isn't fucking fun when they're driving away from you, whether you're second or 24th. So
I didn't know if they were like watching the video. Like Nick's gone, so then
yeah, thanks.
like, at first I was like, "Is Richie lead?"
Yeah.
I thought I had a chance until he got past Lane, and then I realized I didn't really have a fucking chance. But-
He held you up.
I mean, no, I didn't.
Well, I
We
was
were
being
good enough for a
patient with
second,
Lane,
like,
too.
yeah.
There were
Yeah.
I was actually running over him on top end a lot.
Yeah.
Not running over him, but
Tracks
I
one
was-
lane. There's not a whole lot
Yeah.
you can fucking do.
yeah. So at that point, I'm lifting on corner entry to make sure that I can kind of try to time my entry right to be able to be there.
That was a
Either
rough
on
track.
That might have been the
exit or-
roughest Lego track in
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, that was rough too. You're right.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Nick almost lost it with 2 laps to go coming out of turn 2.
Yeah.
I had a few excursions. Actually, Maurer passed me.
You got him back then, didn't you?
Yeah, I was able to stay outside of him, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, turn 2 pretty much got a lot of
That was probably
That
the
was
worst
rough.
I've ever ran in the rough. Like it was, we were well. Besides my 600 being everything but upside down in that same night, but yeah,
That's
that was not good.
Toby was already loaded up.
Yeah, he was good.
It looked pretty rough for me.
Yeah.
I
You
was
did.
like, man, that looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
That might have been a day that it was nice to load up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you won.
What's that?
I said unless you
Well,
won.
actually won.
Yeah.
Is that the race that I was in the infield, and this kid comes up to me. I guess 3 people blew up the same lap. Lap 3. I don't know what's going on, but I'm in there, and this kid hops out of his car and comes over. He goes, "Did you blow up?" And I was like, "I'm about to." He's like, "Oh, me too." And then he went and got back in his car. So,
Ask me some more dumb questions, please.
oh man.
Well, and
that's
the
funny.
frustration of blowing up 14 times.
Well,
Yeah.
Really starting out strong, using up all those cylinders quick.
That's the night I lost my brakes. My master cylinder blew up on like lap 12.
How's your season
Could
going
have
so
used
far?
them.
I mean, I guess you shouldn't be able to complain, but I can. We've run the 4 weeks at Lanco with Dennis's car. Second to Jason the first night. Second to Nick the second night. Third night just kind of sucked. I mean, we weren't great. Started third, or May 5th, finished 5th. Just didn't really have any speed compared to the first 2 nights. So Lanco's been good with the 270. 600 we've kind of struggled a little bit. We've been going to Lanco just because I've been there with Dennis, and frankly, the wingless with the 600 at Lanco just not really my jam. Of course, 2 weeks ago, they all ran around the bottom in the feature, but we had harness and ECU problems and never ran until the B main, so we didn't qualify. The week before that, when it was rough, I will say I hit the rut first, then hit the tire, and then hit every corner of the car but flip. Off of turn 2 in the heat race, or off of 4. We did end up going to Shelley's and we won a race a couple weeks ago, but we actually haven't been able to go to Linda's yet. Just they've only, I think, we're on 1 wingless race and other stuff, baseball, softball, stuff like that. So we'll, like I said, this Friday will be the first Friday we're actually gonna have both cars there. So a lot of rain. Like, we've planned on running a lot of races with the 600 and it just rained out or
Rain's
or
been
whatever. Like, we probably would have ran 4 or 5 races at Shelley's by now, but the first bunch got rained out, and just weren't able to go. So
I'm looking at the weather now for Friday, Saturday. High is 62 and a high is 66 for Friday and Saturday.
get the
Definitely, the Pistons are going to
Piston-
be used up. I
Piston
guess.
Clear
Pistons
skies.
sales.
Possibility.
Clear skies. But they want
Makes
rain.
it run good
They
though.
want rain Wednesday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Let it rain
As
now.
long as it's not the weekend.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're probably gonna keep this shit short. I doubt it, but we are gonna try. Just because we want to talk a bunch about Pete's race coming up. So that's our shitty, our good season for Nick. Start anyway. So Nick's very prepared for the Fast Five. I can't believe it. I don't know how long he's been working on this. He's got a hell of a list here. No one else really does.
He's got
I got
brackets.
Mine's not
Toby
written.
was fucking cheating
Sorry.
off of him before we started, so
People aren't
we
in mind.
should probably let Nick start because he's really
Next week I'll do it in pen and paper if I know that's what gets you to say you did it.
he's
Like,
got a lot to say, I think, here. So.
I don't have
Let's
to.
Well, hold on. Let's recap on what the first ever Fast Five was. Steven Snyder Jr., who had 2 top 5s, I think, over the weekend with Midget. I watched one of them.
We won airport the other week too.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll get to it.
He also got driven away from at Bridgeport the next day.
Yeah.
Pat Bueller second. Quinn Llewellyn, Cameron Bellinger, and Nate Freed. So, Nick, are any of those people going to stay, or are you bouncing?
So I kept one out of those 4 with Cameron Bellinger. Picked off another win this weekend. Started off strong. I know he had, 2 weeks ago had a rough night, but to be able to bounce back and make a late race pass for the win again on Saturday, just shows some poise and what they can do. He's always fast there. They always got a full field. It's tough competition there. Short track racing, easy to get into some trouble, and he seems to be doing good. Another guy I got on my Fast Five is Tyler Grawl.
He was faster than you last week.
He's been faster than me the past 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. At least early in heat races, I try to figure it out, make some adjustments. He's a guy that's going to make me improve even week after week. He's got a real fast piece, and I like having something to chase. I don't want to go to the track and.
Cocky.
Well,
I don't like that.
I am not a fan.
That's the twisted teeth coming out, Nick.
I like the chase thing.
It's his 4th or 5th, I think.
Yeah.
well, someone faster than you is gonna make you better.
Regarding the chase.
I also have Brandon Heist with 2 Linda's wins and a Lanco Sportsman win, and 2 weeks ago at Lanco he was dominating the 270 feature with his Sportsman car.
Yep.
He's definitely got some speed. He seems like he might be a car to beat even going into Friday.
Don't jump ahead. We'll get to that. He's
but
got the fucking heater running.
air conditioner.
It's not down here.
And
It's like 65 degrees.
I also have Robert Pierce in my top 5 with the other 2 airport wins, and he's got a 2nd and a 3rd as well. He's been running really good, really strong, super consistent up front, and it's hard to look past that. I know, he's not one of the super well-known maybe names around, but I think he deserves to be, at least mentioned and be in there. He's been running really good. And the final Fast Five guy I have is Jason Hauk with the $1,000 win at Blanket Hill over the weekend. The kid's been running really well, and there's been a few other guys that I felt like had some talking points, but I won't jump ahead before you guys list your guys because I think you may have a few. But those are.
Is that only 5? It felt like you read off all 10 of them.
No, Toby's
No, go ahead.
Toby's
You can read it.
Yeah. It's got that covered. The bottom half of Nick's list. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go continue with Nick's list?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, finish
No.
the last one.
It's not all Nick's list, is it?
No.
No.
Nice.
Just put him in.
I
the
also have
order.
Heist. Heist. It seems like everything he hops in, he's fast. So how can you not have him on there? And I don't get to watch enough racing at other tracks to really gauge or put him on my list. So I'm kind of strictly Linda's Nyko type, except for my second would be Snyder. He's still quick, and I think he was on my first first ever list. So Jason Swavely, fast in everything he gets into, and my other two, Marty Bryan. He's impressive. That kid can run a car.
You can drive it
Yeah.
my doors off in the console.
I told him so. Good friend of mine passed away a couple years ago, but Mike Trout, he used to always say when I was helping him in the pits that if you have to run the retard race, C-main, whatever, you better win it. So I went up to Marty right before he went out for the B-main, and I was like, hey, if you gotta run it, you better win it.
Thanks. So you're the reason why. When I came back to the trailer, I said, "Does someone want to tell Marty it's just a fucking penalty?" Like, I only needed like 2 more laps to win. What the fuck?
He
Like,
went
come on.
from 12th to win it or something?
It was
or
9th. We didn't all come out.
Oh, okay. Well, it's damn impressive. But,
Yeah, I
no,
know
he-
when you fucking pulled the paint off of my car. It was
and, and my last guy, I mean, I hate putting him on.
Stand
I
up
hate it.
before you say it.
But Nick, he's been running really well this year, and both Bridgeport, Lanco. You haven't been at Linda's yet, man.
I was opening night, but we didn't get that in.
Yeah,
Still pending.
So,
They still got your.
No, they got the makeup in.
Oh, that's right. You didn't go back.
I wasn't able
Yeah, the
to.
wedding.
I wasn't able to attend.
all really fast guys, and from what I can see from my point of view.
What do you think, Mark? From your couch. What do you think?
From my couch.
That one night you were at Lanco.
One night. So the one night I was at Lanco, he is on my top 5. James Freeze. I remember, what was it, maybe a year or 2 ago? Sorry, bud, but I don't think you can get out of your own way watching him. But that race that he won 2 weeks ago, I mean, he had some stiff competition behind him. I mean,
Marty was right behind him.
Marty, Kyle Lick.
Every week there is competition.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bottom bed track.
I was there too, but I wrecked.
I didn't qualify, so.
James Freeze has a 600 wingless win before you, Nick.
One that
Yikes.
Taking him off the list. Can't do it.
I'm going to change my top on.
So yeah, no, impressive to see that. Obviously, his first Lanco win. That's super exciting. So, I had chalk this one up. Billy Logeman. Yeah, he has the Path Valley win. He has the Lanco win. I think he almost won Linda's. I mean,
He's been a super fast car.
yeah. I mean, anything. I think you put anybody in the Rutherford car, really is going to be fast. So.
So are you putting Rutherford on the list, or are you?
Nah, but yeah. I have Tyler Grove, however you say his name, 2 airport wins, fast at Bridgeport. Heist, Linda's and Lanco again. He's fast wherever he goes. And I had Nick as well.
Made another.
Unreal.
You wait. You just wait. You may make a third.
Why y'all wait until last to say my name?
What?
Because you're fifth.
Because
Yeah.
not quite as fast as these guys.
Yeah.
Look, you happy you're on the list. Jeez, God.
But I hesitated to say Nick. Like, I'll
We didn't
say-
make this podcast to blow Nick.
No, not at
So it's
all.
unfortunate this is what's going on right now.
No, I mean,
We didn't race enough.
obviously helping Nick last year and some of the struggles he's had all of last year really. Didn't pick off his first win till at Lanco until the very last race.
Yeah.
For a second,
So come out this strong right out of the gate. I mean, senior, top, like you said, top tier equipment. So, kudos.
Fuck off. Tommy?
So I got Steven Snyder, which seems to be consistent. You know, he's got the airport win, podium at Bridgeport, second at Kokomo in the midget. It just seems like you can put him in anything and he can do well. He's just multi-class, talented individual. I got Bradley Brown. He's got a first, second, and a third at Lanco in the last 3 weeks.
Who was that? Sorry, I was
Bradley Brown.
running my mouth.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was on my list.
Yeah, wing 600.
Which
Just
list?
All of them.
10,
yeah,
15,
the first
20?
of the- it's just he's consistent. You know, if you get 3 podiums in 3 weeks, I consider that
Yep.
good weeks. I got Marty Bryan. He's got a win, top 5. He had a bad heat this past week. Kind of got caught up in someone else's mess, but then pushed through the B main to make the feature.
Huh. I was gonna let this slide.
Well, don't let it slide. Continue.
Well, no, I mean, plenty of people are blowing it out of the water. So, did anyone see this slider that took out half of my heat race on Saturday night? That's been posted. I'm not like.
Was this the one with
Is this-
Marty?
This
Yeah.
one I've already got in. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
not
I
a clean
seen-
slider.
Well, there's a Apex Media or something has it. Like it's
Yeah.
right from turn 3 where the 96 starts the slider.
That's the one I saw.
And, well, so did I. It was right in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, I started last. It
And
wasn't
just
right in front of me.
continues
They were
up
like
through it.
second. It was the first lap, Megan. Calm down.
Why were you in that B main?
That was the fucking heat race.
We're in the heat race.
Yeah, I know, but why do you end up in the B main? Half the cars dropped out.
Oh, right.
Dude, all right.
All right, last podcast with the drinking.
Wow.
Because I pussyfooted around the bottom like always. That's why. And Dallas Damash drove around me with a bent fucking car, I think.
At least he didn't yell at you.
Whatever I qualified through the B main. Yeah,
That
I
was
didn't get
not
the
a-
bird or anything from him after the race was over. And he hates Marty Bryan.
Against
Your
so
call.
the video I saw, I don't believe that was clean.
No one seems to think it was.
I mean-
It was just a
Oh,
hey,
is it this?
I don't really care who's there.
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh yeah,
Clear.
not clear.
Sorry, we're watching it right now.
Yeah,
I don't think Mark has seen
but
it.
I think
the
we've
rest
all
of us
seen
have.
it.
Yeah, there, see how I went by. It was the last one.
There you
It was the last car. It was
He
the
was on
first
the
lap.
Yeah, that's a
I
tough
don't know
one.
what number I'm on now. Where was I?
I think you got
Bradley
4.
Brown.
Sorry, I just wanted. Like everybody's tearing this guy apart. It is what it is. But I mean, it's there. It's not great.
It wasn't clean.
I mean, I understand the attempt. I'm coming from somebody that is not good at sliders.
I'd hate it.
I know.
Not good either.
I don't enjoy doing them. I don't like them.
Similar to me putting in a hole that wasn't there on the restart.
That's a big difference. I think.
That's big
None of them
difference.
were clean.
Well,
I'll admit
okay.
to my mistake. None of them were clean.
Sorry,
This is so
Christy.
bad.
He didn't say it. Yeah, I'll say it for him. Sorry, Christy.
Sorry, Christy, but I was told to be more aggressive.
Just not with you. Just everybody in general.
It doesn't matter. It was nothing against you.
Kim was motherfucking you.
I can only picture her going.
Sure.
Kim was
My
on that radio.
apologies. Should I say I am sorry. So, Steven Snyder, Bradley Brown, Jason Swavely, Marty Bryan.
That seems like 5.
That's 4.
You literally just went to 5.
He was like-
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
He went to 5.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I was ready to say my 5th, but I have 2 number 5s. One is at the table.
That's 6.
One is in the air. So Mother Nature
It's not top
has
6.
won way too many races this year. We're back. So I didn't copy off you. I had Mother Nature, but no, my 5th would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th would be Nick Skias. 2 Bridgeport wins. Blanco win. Look,
I'm crossing you out.
he's
Yeah, I know.
he's fast.
Get the fuck
I
out.
don't know what to do.
Yeah, no, it's the shits.
But yeah, that's
I
my
forgot about that one.
that's my
I know.
5.
That's like the only person I have that nobody else does.
Yeah, you do.
Well, good. Let us hear yours, Richie.
Okay, this literally not in order. I just Googled some stuff real quick because I was paying attention and then I stopped. My race pass for the win. Jason Swavely, first-hand experience, ran second. He's fast with a 270, and I think even last week they blew up Brandon Consi drove by me with 1 to go or 2 to go for
Yeah.
4th. I was pissed off and done with the race, so that doesn't count. I know he won a winged race, probably second, and I think he got second maybe.
He did.
Probably
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then he had a DNF in between there.
Yeah, so
They're struggling at Linda's right now.
They are.
I'm not saying anything because I don't know what that's not his car, so like
Yeah.
he's been running Anthony's stuff, so I don't know what the deal is there. Fucking Nick, for obvious reasons.
Wait, you yell
he's
at
been-
all of us.
I don't like it.
And then you every single one of us said it, and you yell at us.
I know because I don't like it.
But you did it.
It's fucking 2 weeks after, like, second week of Lango. Oh, you're leading the points. Oh, you're leading the points. What happens the third week? Oh, now Nick's leading the fucking points. He has 3 top 5s and 3 races. Point leader. Won Bridgeport twice. Yada, yada, yada.
Boy, how does someone with those credentials get on the top 5?
He shouldn't be.
Unbelievable.
Brandon Heist, obviously. Briggs Danner. Y'all forgot. Schellheimer's win. That's pretty high on the list. And then he also won the first race at Pagoda.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah, forgot about
I
that
think he
race.
started.
Jason.
Chasen raced 7 cars, I think. Maybe 3. I don't remember. It wasn't a lot. Besides the point. So, yeah, you're right. Chasen has 2 wins. Oh, you wanted to be all about Blanket Hill. He actually has 2 wins. He almost has more than you.
That's close.
He has more than me. So, Briggs is there for me, and Tommy copied my paper, and my 5 is Rain, obviously, trying to be funny. But that's all it's been. I mean, I would have to say Nick and Brandon would probably be the start of the list for the consensus, you know.
All of our lists, isn't he?
I mean, the only thing I would say for Nick being better than Brandon is the fact that Nick's are all 270s, and, you know, I don't necessarily know if the sporty class is what it was. I mean, I think it's still good. There's a few people missing from it that had run it in the past.
Agreed.
Nick Kreiser almost had his first win.
So yeah, so I would say Nick should be the top of the list. If we're in agreement on that,
Yeah.
I would have to say Nick. Unfortunately, is the fucking
I'm just super confused here.
why?
Well, you're
And
number
how
one.
all of us get yelled at, but then you can still.
I'm not
It's like,
saying
oh, you have Nick?
Oh, it still sucks. It still sucks. I'm not doing it by
Nick
choice.
should be number 1.
I'm not doing it by choice. I'm not by choice. So, what did you have?
I had
I
Cam,
didn't pay
Tyler,
Heist is
Robert
gonna be
Pierce, Heist.
I mean, I would say we
And
all. How many of us have
on-
heist?
Heist, you.
I do,
You had
but
Heist.
I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah, everybody
disagree.
had Heist.
I mean, I would say heist probably is 2.
So
I feel like I'm
Swayle's on
making
that
this
list.
all myself, but leave Cam on from the first one.
I feel like he should be on, but if anybody else didn't have him on his list,
So put
I
Cam,
didn't.
I mean,
Cam 3, Jason 4.
I didn't because of
I'd put
lack of doing
Cam
well.
Bowles.
Well, what do we
I
got
think-
here? We got 2 Marty Bryans. We got. Does anybody else have Snyder?
2 Tyler
I had
Breeze.
Snyder.
Yeah, Briggs
2
Danner.
Snyders.
Did
I mean,
Marty
I
win?
don't-
How many people had Marty?
You too.
I had Marty.
Just 2. maybe.
But I would
bunch
say
of
if they
teams.
were on our first list from our last
Yeah.
episode,
they
you should
probably
get
should
kicked
stay.
off.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
should
I
get
should
kicked
stay.
off. So
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, if
So-
you were on it and then you had it again.
All right.
yeah,
So
you'd
Jason
stay.
3, Marty 4, Marty 5.
I think that was the opposite of what Toby just said. But...
Okay.
just go with it, man. Just, you're running the show.
You said they shouldn't be kicked off, and then it was...
Correct.
So we have Marty and Jason.
Swaley. I think multiple had Swaley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Jason's got 2 wins in 2 different
And he's
classes.
definitely fast.
Yeah.
He would deserve to be on
I
the
was
list too.
sure,
Yeah.
even with his DNF in the Wing 600, it wasn't like.
Yeah,
be-
that's not a performance issue. That's a
That's a mechanical issue.
yeah.
There's a couple, I think, 2s, like Marty, me and Nick, I know had Tyler.
So you put Marty 4, Tyler 5.
Could do that.
I would say from a performance standpoint,
How hard do you want to push on Cam?
So we
Nick?
leave Steven off? Is he on?
No.
A lot of his performances were big cars, though. If we're talking small
I
car
don't like
racing.
the way they drove away from my Bridgeport the last time around.
Your Fine by me. You don't like the way you get driven away.
I don't like when people get driven away from.
Understood.
I don't like the way it happens. So what did we say?
I don't know.
Nick,
repeat it
Brandon,
for me.
Jason Swavely, Marty Bryan, Tyler
Kyle
Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
Okay, there you have it. This is very 270 heavy.
Welcome to the second ever top 5.
So congratulations, Nick.
From not on the first one to first in the second.
Hey, I put you on the first one.
Just remember to pay
Sure.
us at the end of
The
the
guy
day.
loves to run second.
44 tooth
Follow
gears on
somebody.
that now.
Yeah, just give us all those 44 tooth gears for doing that for you. We'll be fine. So that's gonna wrap up the shitty part of this. Now we're gonna have to talk about Pete and the weekend coming up. Nick, you wanna lead on that or capable of doing that?
With what notes?
Well, you weren't trusting to have the notes because you are buzzed. But obviously we're pushing this out this week because we want to get more of the stuff out for Pete's race this weekend. Linda's Friday night, the 23rd, right?
Yes.
And Lanco the 24th.
Yep.
Now 3008, right?
3008 to win.
Bruce pumped up the numbers. Bruce Buckwalter to make them all end in an 8. Megan didn't give me that paper for the totals. Thanks, Meg. But it's 3008 to win. Is there a car count?
No.
Really stuttered.
I think the preliminary.
I don't know what you're asking.
Guaranteed based
guaranteed-
on.
If there's
Yes.
10 cars, is it still 3008
It
to
is
win?
still 3008 to win.
Thank you,
It
sir.
doesn't
But I
matter
think
how
we
many
had
it
like
is.
33 some people.
158
say
to
on
start.
Facebook say that they were coming.
That well, let me.
I know that, but
That doesn't mean shit.
well, they got their picture on Facebook.
Yeah. So 3008, 2008, 1008, 808, and 608 for the top 5. Like I said, 158 to take the green.
Thank you for keeping that back.
I mean that's
But we-
yeah. I mean I'm a big fan
I
of
wish we
Bruce.
could turn that.
Wow! That's awesome!
Wow!
That's
That's so great.
Alright.
This is gonna have to get edited.
I don't know. I was told to say.
Yeah,
Spirit.
our choreographics works back here.
Nick, do you want this paperwork so you can talk about?
Can you read that?
What? So okay, hold on. What is the format for both nights? Is it the same?
Yes.
What is the situation?
The format for both tracks is identical. We're going to do time trials to start the night out. And it's going to be very similar to what you would look at Linda's National Open. Time trials, heads up to the heat races. We'll run the heats, and depending on where you finish and how many heat races there are will be dependent on how many they qualify to the A main. So I can't give you that information right now, but we'll take whatever to the A main, top 2, top 3, depending on heat race numbers. And then the next 2 to the B main, the next 2 to the C main, the next 2 to the D main, and then run, alphabet soup. And take, top 4, 6, I don't know what Linda's will do, Lanka will do. We'll kind of look at the car counts and how many we can move on through each main. All the way through to the B mains into the A. The different part is I didn't want to run a dash. A lot of people... it's high risk in a dash with the front guys potentially wrecking. I know time trials isn't the best for the fans, but I didn't want to do a redraw or anything random. So I am going to take the heat race winners only and do another set of time trials with the heat races. And however you finish that time trial session will line up the A mains for the top 6, 8, whatever heat races we got for the evening.
So strictly, whoever wins heat races will be in that
dash format.
second time trial.
Yes.
Is that going to be just a 2-lap will that be a group? Since it's only going to be 6 or 8 or 10 or whatever, is that going to be a group thing, or
most
is it going
I
to be?
want out is 2 cars, maybe 3. I think that's track dependent.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to.
And I
But
think,
that would be my goal.
I think at one point we were. I don't know if Linda's ever did 3 with the 270s or if it was just.
Usually
like they
Linda's is 2.
did.
Blanco does 3, so I'm not
it's-
sure what they're going to end up doing. Now, if we have 8 heat races, I feel like we should do 2 to keep it fair for everybody.
Yeah.
2, 2, 2, and 2 instead of 3, 3, and 2.
Yeah.
So I think that'll also be dependent on how many heats we get and what we do. But
Yeah.
either way, I just want to make sure. I mean, when you got heat race winners, usually it's all fast cars. You're probably not going to catch them.
No.
That anybody will get into your way or be affected at that point. But
Yeah. How many laps is this? Are these
30 laps.
both of them?
Both
days.
30 laps, yep.
Well, Nick's
And it's
not
just
winning.
24. Are you doing any track provisionals or anything goofy like that?
I
or-
don't have anything in mind right now, but there is potential. I know we've been in talks with Lanco, depending on how many heats there are, on how many we'll take through the B main. So there is potential that we might take 25 or 26, depending on heat race numbers.
Yeah.
And I'll talk with Linda's if we get into a weird position like that. I don't want to just take 2 from the B main or something. If we end up taking 3 from the heat races and it really
Or if you have
stacks the field up.
3 Bs or something, and then you have a. weird
Right.
number or
I don't
something.
want to get it to the point where you're only taking 2 guys. Like I want it to be
Yeah.
Reasonable. That if you start 12th or 14th in a B main, like you got a shot to make the race. So.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, it's tough. These races are tough when you got this kind of money on the line. I mean, the best of the guys usually come out. Hopefully, everybody comes out. But regardless, it's I know how hard it is. Every time I qualify for a national open, I'm thrilled. Like I don't. That's the goal. Anything after that's a bonus.
You guys racing for wins. Is there anything like major, like Meg gave me this list and you guys have already posted it. I know both Lanco and Linda's have shared the stuff, but I believe it's like the Pete Skias Foundation, I think is the Facebook page that they've been posting some of this stuff on. I think there'll probably be another one because I know there's more people added to the post that they had done before, but
We haven't posted everything either yet.
okay.
Leading up to, we'll continue posting about all of it. We have heat race prizes, for first, second, third place finishers. They'll all get paid and gift certificates through RTS. We got a bunch of sponsors on board, through personal people to businesses to you name it. Everybody has lent a huge helping hand out with this to make this possible. I gotta thank everybody that's really helped out. I need a list.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, Nick's working on that list. Well, let's do some of the ones that are already announced. So I don't know if these overlap or not. So we'll probably end up saying them twice if they do. But
Yeah, I think most of them.
so Friday and Saturday, I can see already that Cash for Cars has the first flip is $100. So if you get on your lid, push it off. You get $100 from Cash for
Unloading from a
Cars.
trailer.
Yeah, lay it on its side in the pits. Get $100. So that's Friday and Saturday from Cash for Cars. There's also West Fab is also first flip, $100 gift card both days. 8th place starter, Skias Motors, both days, $100. Let's go to this. This I like this one. Oldest starter. Oldest A main driver.
Do you like that because you have a chance at that?
Nah, is Pat coming?
Pat is coming.
No.
Ross will probably be there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you're
gotta be.
okay.
I gotta be older than Ross.
You think?
I don't know.
I think Ross is like 40.
He's from Hazleton and he looks rougher than coal country.
Jeez. I didn't say that.
We got a hard charge of $200. Jesse and Megan. I don't know who they are, but thank you, Jesse and Megan, for both days. $200. They don't have last names.
And
but-
overall, for the weekend.
So you get $200 Friday. You get $200 Saturday, and then if you pass both days together, it's another $200. Also from Jesse and Megan. All the B main winners, $100 gift card from DBY. Highest average finisher of the weekend, $100. Is that cash?
Yes.
From AC Racing.
Nice.
Mount Gretna Roller Rink, $100. 8th place finisher both nights. Roger Martin.
Wow.
Lanco, last car running in the feature. Last time.
Damn, 8th place. Like $1 billion.
Yeah. So it's remember that fucking race that you Bridgeport's doing? That's what this is gonna be. Alright, hit the brakes for 8th. We're on 7th.
8th place.
Pull up, pal. Pull up.
Waving by.
Yeah, come on. So, Rogers, $50 if you're the last car running in the feature Saturday night. Corey Myers, $50 to leader on lap 8 at both tracks. Steven Trevecki, 19th place finisher, $50 both nights. Brown Motorsports, 8th place on lap 23, $50. Is that both nights or
Yes.
just one? Both nights. Big one. Big one. Slowest time trialer that qualifies, both nights, $25 from the podcast.
Got a shot at that one.
We do have a shot.
Heck yes.
So if you're quick time in that, is there a quick time for? Oh yeah. So here's the deal. $200 Delmarva Foundation Coatings for quick time, and then there's also another $100 from them if you're the quick time in the last draw, is what we're calling it, time trials for the 8 winners, and that would be both days.
Yes.
Talk to me about this Fat Boy Champ from Hefty Racing. I'm interested.
So there is an award for the person who has the biggest disadvantage of rolling across the scales in time trials. So
Oh, dude.
I think you gotta personally weigh the people.
whoever rolls across the scale
I
the
want.
heaviest for time
I'm eating all week.
will get a $50 award both nights. And it will be called the Hefty Weight Award.
Attaboy, Hefty.
Hefty
we
Weight
come across
The
Championship.
heavyweight champ, Jeff Hefty.
We come across the scales at.
It's about
Yeah, we're-
655.
Ow!
Like,
That's. I can't.
I can beat that.
You can beat that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add lead to the car.
Time
I'll take
trials,
I'll take the $50. So slowest to make it plus the $50. Yes, I'm in. Like.
I need to throw.
This is like a big parlay right here. We're going
leg.
after.
So I-
And why go to the
Exactly.
scale?
Then I suck in the hot laps, but I'm throwing shit out for the heats. Probably sucking them too. But at least I'll be light.
Alright, I don't want to piss anybody off, so we gotta not miss this here. First non-qualifier, $50. Shane, Big Shane.
Yeah, man.
Is that just Friday?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, there is an award
Yeah,
Saturday
Shane's
for
got
the
something
same,
different.
but it's
Shane-O's got $100. Random name draw at the drivers' meeting. You got a shot, Tommy.
that's both
Yeah,
nights.
we all got a job for that.
Oh, that is both nights.
Yes, $100 random draw at the
I
driver's
see it.
meeting.
Shane-O
I
putting it
like
up.
that.
Attaboy Shane.
Anybody who enters.
You know, my luck at the casino means I'm probably not getting that one.
20th place finisher, $65. That's right up our alley. Randy Holtzman, that's Saturday at Lanco.
That is Friday at Linda's.
It says right here.
Well, it is posted wrong. Apparently, my
Okay.
Business partner.
Yeah.
And one day, Randy Holtzman is giving you $20 or $65 for 20th spot. They'll let you know. 11th place finisher, $50, HRS Design. And there's a couple other ones I saw. Oh, that's for both days. That fucking number 11. 11th place finisher. Attaboy Tommy.
You're welcome.
Best appearing cars. That's always a scam. $50 H&M Racing. Slowest best lap of the feature, both nights. Mark Ludwig, $50.
Slowest?
best
Slowest.
lap.
You're slow.
So your best lap, whoever turns the slowest, best lap.
So race
It's
monitor.
easy to look at race monitor because it shows your best lap.
Okay, slowest
So
back.
the slowest best lap.
Understood.
But you have to make a
One
lap, right?
individual
You gotta make a lap.
slowest best.
Not
Yeah,
zero,
yes.
zero,
Okay.
zero.
Yeah, you gotta
We got
make a lap.
practice in the first
I
one.
understand the math behind it now.
Speaking of 0, 0.
What about it?
Is he coming?
I haven't heard from him, but I imagine.
It's just something you can't.
Hey, are you coming?
What's that?
Reaching out, 0-0.
Pine Rock.
Okay.
Pine Kelly. Tucker Gordner, first non-qualifier. Jesus. That is spelled wrong. First non-qualified member, $25. That's a Lanco, because that's where you gotta be a member. RW is also doing the first non-qualifier, $50 gift card. That's both days from West Fab. Mark's also doing the first feature blow-up. You get yourself a piston. Both days. So lean her down and get a piston. Go fast.
Heavy for time trial.
Toby's in the running.
So you gotta be fat, lean her the fuck out.
Just pull the spark plug for the feature.
Yes. And that you make a lap though. So
Make
you
a
get
lap.
the
I'll make a lap.
slowest
Believe me,
lap.
I'll make a lap.
Like a 19.0.
You
Right.
gotta take the green for that
so
158.
At that point, I have paid for my fees. Okay,
Flip
I got
right,
it.
right after.
What
the
is
green.
Natalie said that.
I know how to do that. You
There's
just
a
hit
win.
each tire.
There's the.
What is the car
slowest
entry?
lap.
As you're upside down, burn the piston.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lock it up. I'm gonna lock it up while I'm hitting the tires.
What
and
what
I'm
is
golden.
car entry, and is it normal pit passes for both places?
So it is $35 pit pass, and a
Both days?
both days, and a $30 car entry fee both days.
Thank you for telling me before, not when I showed up at the pit gate.
You bet.
So you know who you are.
Jesus. Sorry about
Damn.
Salty.
Sorry about it.
Not salty. Haven't been there.
Speaking
Doesn't
of
sound like you're going there anytime soon.
Does not.
car entry fees, I have a sponsor now that I can get back to that. Weinholz Poultry is putting up money to pay for everybody's car entry fee at Lanco, providing you register at Linda's and run Linda's.
Cool.
Nice.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Bravo.
So that was a pretty big deal. I know it's only $30 per team, but that means a lot to everybody, especially for everybody who's
Well, we got
traveling, and it amounts to be a lot of money
Well,
that
that
he's
covers-
helping out and putting up.
That's covering the car entry for if we go to Linda's and then come to Lanco.
So as long as
That's
you
awesome.
race Linda's, you
Yeah.
will get a
That's-
free car entry fee at Lanco.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I've kind of already had an inkling. It seems that there's a couple that are gonna only do Friday and not Saturday.
There is a few,
Yeah.
but it's basically a bonus for choosing to run both nights.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
they're
And a
not
great-
eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone, that's awesome. That's like a big deal.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of these things that make you want to do both, just because it's a combo.
yeah. There's
Combo
a
type
few
thing.
awards that are trying to tie
Well,
the
yeah, you
races
don't-
together.
I mean, honestly, like, I wouldn't even know which place would be the more Pete track. Like, it's like a weird thing. Like, it's super hard. Like, I wouldn't know that Linda's would be more
Depends
Pete
what
or
year.
Lanka would be more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what year.
Who we thought?
What year was
Shippensburg was his home track. Trailways was his home track.
we had to go to them all.
So that's cool that Weinhold is doing that.
Yeah, and
So make sure you fucking go both days. Get in for free on Saturday. You gotta pay a pit pass though. Let's get it straight here. Just car entry fee. But I mean, $35 to race for 158 to start. You're not doing that anywhere.
No.
So that's some good stuff there. You also have some other rando things. I know Hyper gave you a bunch of gears to give away.
Yep,
So however you guys decided to do that.
we haven't went over that yet. That's in the making yet.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely.
There's people
Do you wanna
coming out,
do
even
this?
still today, reaching out to see what they can help with. So we're trying to even come up with some new awards, maybe some things different. If there's anything anybody has any ideas with, I'm all ears too. I'd listen to anything.
So this
Whatever you guys
highest
like.
finishing Viper. I mean, that's kind of
I think that.
that's fun in your pocket.
Well, I'm not always a fan of those type of awards.
Dogs are barking. It's okay.
We just wrote a few considerations, but those ones, I like that everybody could be eligible for certain awards.
Yeah.
Just a talking topic.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Um,
buy a Viper and then you're
Yeah.
You got
You know, it's still
5 days.
Yeah.
it's still something to represent my dad, and it's something he drove. So
Yeah.
figured it would be something we can
Yeah.
discuss.
So is there a hard luck?
There isn't,
Per se?
and there can be.
I mean, there's a bunch of I sucked awards, but not per se hard luck.
Yeah, there's
So
some.
that's available if you'd like to contact Nick for a little fee. You can be the hard luck sponsor both nights. We're not just selling one; we're selling both.
And
Yeah.
parts are expensive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. When you blow that piston up, Mark's only giving you a piston. He's not giving you all the stuff to rebuild it. So you're gonna need that money. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, the payout's stupid. Back through, which I think both tracks have posted. It's on the Pete Skias site. So that's both days. No car count. Do you have like? I know. I guess it was Lanco that was doing like, hey, tell us if you're coming or whatever. But do you have anybody random or like different that you would have talked to or has reached out to you and you wouldn't maybe necessarily expect that is coming?
I know from word of mouth, I'm pretty sure Perchek's coming to Lanco. I mean, a big show, you expect him to be there, but I know he hates that place.
He doesn't frequent it much, but I
But
saw he was at Linda's on Friday, so I'm sure he was, I mean, I think
prepping.
if you go to look at 33 cars on a shitty ass day that looked like it was probably gonna rain,
They're ramping up.
everybody
Yeah,
was
they're
getting
getting
ready
practice.
Friday
Yeah.
night.
And likewise,
And we had
Saturday.
30.
Yeah.
30 something on Saturday at Lanco,
Oh, wow.
so I would say everybody's kind of, and there was some. I guess there was a couple cars there for Saturday. They probably weren't
The
there
The week,
before.
the week before was more so of cars, like 270s that were not frequent
Yeah.
in there.
So I think Greenwood only had their Mason Dixon was there
Yeah, they
this
had
past
cars.
this past
They're not.
Yeah, they don't have 270s.
2
at
weeks
all.
ago when Perchek won. It was 2 weeks ago or when Perchek won. They had a pretty stout field that
Yeah.
night. but
Yeah, one of the ones I saw, Maycumber one was like 9 cars, and then I think they had 12 last night for Mason Dixon. I don't know what's going on there. That's whatever. And I know they rained out of Clinton County, but yeah. So definitely, none of y'all have anything to do except go to the Indy 500. So you'll be at Linda's Friday and Lanco on Saturday. I also know that wingless 600s both days. I don't know what the third class is. It mods on Friday,
I believe so. Yeah.
and then
600
it's
mods.
125s on Saturday, which I think is winged.
Correct.
I would assume.
Yes.
So only 3 classes both nights. Need something to break up. If we're gonna
All
have
the
8 heat races,
Yeah.
270s, which we would hope, if not more. Well, I don't hope for more, but I mean, it'd be nice for Pete. It'd be a lot, but I would prefer 20 cars.
At least I know I'll make it then.
Yeah, I mean, I want the $158. So, yeah, I mean, you have nothing better to do. This is what you should be doing. Nick and all of, I'm sure Tiff and, Mike will be racing, and Joe will be there, and I'm sure a bunch of Pete's people will be there, and, a lot of sponsors already. I mean, this is a huge list of people with sponsorships and stuff like that already, so we still have a couple days. We'll probably try to get this thing out Tuesday. So, ramping up for it. Do we have, big question, I think I see it in your phone. Do we have a big check?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a big check both nights, and there is a trophy that's going to be there for both nights. Really cool trophy,
Sweet.
custom made, and
Keep it trophy or like,
keep it trophy.
Ah, sweet.
not like the Clyde, we gotta give it back.
Yep. Nope. It's a custom made keep it trophy, and it's actually the thing I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
You already have it in possession? Like, is it gonna be,
do not have it in possession.
pictures shown beforehand, or
Haven't decided.
that feels like a no?
Yeah, I would keep that.
That
Yeah,
feels
I
like a
haven't
no.
decided what I wanted to do with that yet, but
Keep
Does
that.
it have Pete's face on it?
no.
Oh, you're gonna show us. That's,
I've seen it.
not sure.
I've seen it too.
Well, so there is a big check. That's probably the most important out of all of
Sorry.
this. There's a big check for both nights. Can I fire them?
No.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, but you can put them in your hand. Sometimes
be
that's
able
just
to
as
fucking
I
good.
think
twirl
you gotta
around.
unscrew them.
Well, sometimes it's
That's
just good to
sweet.
have it in the hand.
And it'll
Trust me.
be
Either that or a stick.
So sort of that thing. I know.
They're like
so,
all
so-
three.
oh, I got something to talk about.
Nice.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah, very cool.
Wasn't
So
on my agenda.
so we have fireworks. I know the firework guy isn't in charge of Lanco anymore.
Oh,
I was
we're
wondering,
lighting some
we have-
brush on
I
fire.
mean, I wanted to
fireworks.
burn himself.
do we
so.
have fireworks at all?
It is not on the agenda.
Motherfucker. Bats.
What if they're
Bats!
provided? What if we can
Fireworks.
I mean, I'm cool
He might
with
still have the
fireworks
fireworks
if you want
there
'em.
for
I'm
me
a
when I have
prefer-
them for my races. So
Well, I'm a preferred pyro at Keystone Fireworks, so
you just gotta figure out who's gonna light them
So
off.
I
after
got
Are
you
you
card.
volunteering not to qualify?
after your
to light them off?
B-name,
so yeah.
you can go light them off.
So if I don't qualify, I'll light them off.
Megan
Tommy's
says-
lighting them off.
Yeah. Both days.
Fuck you guys.
Actually, Jesse and Megan, one of our sponsors, is also qualified to do that.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. There they
I
are.
didn't know I was qualified.
Jesse
I
and
just-
Megan. Good. We're
They're
good.
gonna give me
Fireworks.
a lighter.
I just was wondering because I know Toby likes to do fireworks, Blanco, and I didn't know if maybe we'd have some. Batsy likes to do fireworks too, so I didn't know if we'd have them.
Just
What-
to stand corrected here, for the folks that are going to the Indy 500, it will be on the cushion, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Fuck right it is.
Better be.
Yes, so sorry. I
Everything's on the
forgot
cushion.
and missed
Cushion
this
is great.
I can't believe they didn't push that race off.
Let me call Roger.
So,
quick.
the right phone calls were not made.
Don't you know what's going on this weekend?
The right phone calls were not made. Man, I wanted to say something. All right, so okay, no, I have something on the Pete race. Predictions. Shut your mouth.
I bet
Predictions.
He's at the table.
Oh, fuck off. Doesn't count. He hasn't been to Lanco in fucking weeks.
I'll put Nick out there.
Both days, one day. They gotta pick days.
Oh, we're doing days?
Well, it's not just one race.
Yeah, I know that. Man, Friday.
These are written in stone. This is.
Well, I know.
I think some of you still owe me $5 for the first Lanco
Just
race.
try and make
Also, so if you want to put $5 on this,
How many-
Paid up.
How many features has Lynn's finished this year?
Well, that doesn't count. What's not gonna rate?
Well, I'm just trying to think of who won.
Brandon
Or
Heist.
Brandon Heist won too.
And,
And
the
Matt
19th
Fernsler
Fernsler.
won.
So I'll put Brandon Heist for Friday.
This is stone.
Because he's put it in stone. I don't care. I'll pay you $5 now.
Okay.
And then Nick on Saturday.
Okay. Go ahead, Mark. I better put a T aside of this.
It's fine. I have $5.
No,
I'm good for it.
I want to know who said it.
Oh, okay. Jesus, jeez, I got the $5,
Oh.
dude. Damn.
I'm just denoting who said what. You
Yeah,
damn right.
I
we would go
think
back to
I
it.
think the person for Friday is coming with everything they have, and it's going to be Corey Myers.
Are you assuming people aren't coming with everything they have?
No, just with. I'd seen Corey posted today. I guess he had a nasty wreck yesterday at Path Valley and finished second, I think. He's ultimately due for a win. He's number one at Linda's.
Really?
I don't think so.
Man, close a lot.
I think he came close a lot. So
They blow up a lot there.
I think Corey Myers for Friday. Saturday, I'm gonna go with Jason Swabley. Sorry, I have.
Sorry.
It's alright. Listen, I had to edit all the videos from last. I like this whole fucking time. I guess I'll go next. Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't been fast.
Stop thinking about me.
You're in the will you qualify conversation.
You in the last.
Wow.
I'm right there with you.
Wow.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. $5 if we qualify.
Last week I'd be friends with you.
I'm out of this bit.
I don't think Nuns, because Nunsy hasn't been very speedy.
Heard a steering wheel came off last week.
Is that what it was? Did you see this Sean? We're getting off on a tangent here. Did you see the Sean Stoltz wreck?
I seen a picture of it.
They just caught it on the cushion, like they're panning as the field's going, and he hits it, and he's like up like this and came down.
I know somebody that did that.
And somebody, I think somebody said the throttle stuck, but I don't know.
Is
I
that
know
the
he.
RTS frame I just saw posted for sale for $250.
No, that's a different one.
No, that's not.
Oh, the one
Did you
that's
see that? It's
like this?
Yeah.
That the post kind of says that it's a straight
Straight
rail.
Yeah.
Straight rail.
It's a straight
No,
rail.
it's not.
That's no, it is not.
I'll go Nick at Linda's. You are running Chuck's car, right?
Yes.
I'll go Nick at Linda's. What are you running at Lanco? Chuck's car?
Truck star.
Which show?
That's Charlie. Oh, get it right. Don't confuse me. Oh man, I don't know about Lanco.
It's
Brandon Height.
It's a toss
Lanka.
up.
Even if he has a sporty on, he might win. He was driving away from us.
Yeah.
Nick, I don't know if you want to excuse yourself from this or not. But
I am.
For myself.
I have 2 people in mind for Friday. I'm going to have to say Pat Beeler for Friday.
what's he running?
The 16
Chuck's car.
on Friday. It
That's-
is super fast. It's
That's a
been
fast
one of the
car.
fastest cars at Linda's. All of this, couple past years. Lightning quick, annihilates us in time trials. Puts you in a really good spot. As long as it survives, it is a tough car to beat. So other than that, I think Logan's been a super fast car at Linda's here as of late. I know he had a bad week, but
Pat Kelly, he's coming
I
down.
know
He's
Pat
big,
Kelly's
so-
always in a conversation, but right now I'll take Pat Beeler for Friday night, and God. Saturday might be. I don't know if I'm betting on it. Are we betting on this?
$5.
$5.
I don't care. Whatever.
Well, I'm gonna take me.
Good.
There you go. Way to stand up for yourself.
It'll give me something to strive for.
Wow, that was the last time.
Not the
well,
three, not
I
the
don't know.
$3,000. Just the $5.
Remember, I raced no harder for that $5 fucking
I
first game. All year.
Bragging rights is important.
That's right.
Yeah, it is.
That $5 is the most important thing in the world. Toby?
Linda's. How can you go against Perchek? I mean, he's done so much there. I think I'll take Perchek.
Okay. He was pretty
So we have no repeats for Friday.
Well, I think we were trying to stay.
And man, I really want you to do
Oh, I
it.
got 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to
Yeah,
pick
it
one
is.
of these off, but it's gonna be tough, and I know how
Yeah.
tough it's gonna be.
Very.
What was the last time we time
Very
trialed at
cool.
Lanka?
It was
Like Labor Day a while
Labor
ago.
Day.
like 2007.
No.
No, we just did it Labor Day. We've been doing.
For what?
Oh, did we for 270s?
Yeah, they were doing group time trials.
Oh, we did.
We all sat in
Labor
the
Day?
infield.
Yeah. They put it out.
That was
I
20. That was probably 3 years ago.
You're right. It wasn't that long ago.
Individual time trials. This is probably like 2007, 2008.
Yeah, but we were doing those group time trials.
Yeah, because it used to be Labor Day and it was like an invert, like a 3-car invert or
Mhm.
something.
It'd be a 2-day show. You'd actually qualify and do everything on Saturday.
That was the best
and
Labor Day.
then race
I know.
Sunday.
I think
That
I'll
was
take
when the atmosphere was good.
on Saturday. I think I'm gonna take Swavely.
Okay. There you have it.
There it is.
The rest of you step it the fuck up. I do want to talk about some. Do you have anything else? It's your fucking race. So,
I just
do you
wanna,
have anything?
thank the sponsors for coming on board. So, with all this help that we've gotten is what made this all possible. So, I lost my page. All right, we'll start off with Sunset Outlets, Groff Motorsports, the Warco Group, Meadowbrook Auto Sales, Crown Rust Protection, Schwar Concrete, or Schwar Industries, Border Magic, Viper Chassis. Am I doing something wrong?
There's a lot of chatter in the back.
I'm getting from the back. I don't know what.
You're
What am I
fucking
doing?
something up.
Delmarva
You wanna see
Foundation
Nate over there?
Coatings, RTS, Adams Auto Sales, BAM, Bob Albright Motors in loving memory of, JP Performance, Weinholz Poultry, I know we went over. Is RTB Racing gonna do anything?
Mm.
He's gonna give you a
Bam.
join by and give a free fuel pump rebuild kit with the piston.
Sounds like
there you go.
Sounds like you just got yourself hard luck. Pencil you in for hard luck. $100 a night. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'll be doing something.
Way to go, Nick. Got another one. Got him.
You probably had him on the list too.
But honestly, if you run into any of them guys or can support those businesses, it would truly mean a lot. Groff Motorsports. Again, I'll go through the list. BDB Graphics. And
Is Bruce doing the checks?
Bruce is doing the checks. And
You're fine.
no, I had
Take
something
time, man.
else in mind. I just lost it because of some background noise.
There's some noise.
Shane Davis is actually the one making the trophies, so I gotta give Shane Davis a shout out.
He's been doing like a lot of machine
Yeah,
work stuff.
he does my personal machine work too. He does great work. I'm very happy with him. So if you need any machining done, reach out to Shane Davis. He does a fantastic job.
If you're running 2 set, I'd probably rebuild your fuel pumps for this
Oh,
race.
Yeah, RTV Racing
not-
sounds like a on board.
Not unless RTB Racing sponsoring the brown fucking diaphragms.
I can do that.
All right. Well, listen. Before we wrap it up, we have to talk about some major stuff. During Toby's regime, we would have never canceled at 9:00 Saturday night,
No, we would have ran till 2.
but we would have fucking ran.
And then got in trouble.
And we would have had a leaf blowers out, and we would have ran.
I've seen it.
How far along were you?
We only needed to run a 270 Consi
And then the features.
and then the features.
We got the intermission. Or they got the intermission. It's not.
Yeah, we didn't make an effort,
We didn't.
is what happened.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Well, don't look at me.
There,
No,
I was in
I
my
have no
trailer,
idea.
but I didn't see
Um,
anybody down there touch it, drive on it, do anything.
No, the drive
No.
wasn't touched.
I don't. And for them to say that it was beyond, I don't get.
I'm
It was
sure
slick as
there's-
shit and sealed over. It shouldn't have been an issue. You could have at least gotten to 2 or 3 of the features, I think. I mean, I don't know if it rained later, but until we left at 10:00, it wasn't raining.
I felt the same way, and there must be something political behind whatever happened. I mean, maybe the township had I kind of
Yeah, I
put them
know.
on edge with the township last year, so maybe that had something to do with it, and I don't know. I just I'm a follower now,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, but even then, like, you either try to get what you can get in
I-
there, or you're gonna jam it now. So
I think
you're gonna jam everything else up because it's a completed show, right?
Yeah,
Or not a
five,
go- yeah.
5
It-
weeks of makeup,
it's
so
still
they
com-
can't even start
yeah, it's
until
still
like
considered a completed show.
middle of June. Yep.
My opinion and how I would have done it would have been run the track back in, get as much as you can done. Because if we're backed up to a curfew, week in and week out, well, when we're going to be pushing these makeup features, those are all going to be days that we're,
Have to be perfect.
yeah, backed up to that time.
Or start early.
So so I don't know. I wasn't part of the discussion. I wasn't part of the decision.
Oh, I'm just
I don't
telling
know.
you that we would have ran if you were still in charge.
Yes.
Why
At
the
least try to
change,
get
I
that.
don't know. But
Something
there,
had
it
to-
wasn't that bad.
We would have tried.
We didn't get a monsoon. It was light early. It did rain a little bit harder to the tail of it. But when we walked out, it wasn't raining. And they hadn't stepped a foot to the track. And it had to be sealed the fuck up because it was slicker than shit. So
Slick
that
in the
stuff
heats.
had to been run down in the infield. So I've seen way more effort. I mean, I didn't see any effort. But I've seen a lot more effort numerous times before.
It might have been
I
part
just-
of a plan too. Maybe they seen that rain was possible later, and they had already
Yeah.
they had already discussed it earlier in the day, and just went with what
I
they
think that okay. So I think from a perception and you have to put a vehicle on the track to tell me that it's too far gone. Cheryl Brown can't, and I know she's just probably relaying a message, but she can't come on and tell everybody there the track's too far gone. There wasn't a fucking person on it to tell me that it was too far gone. Joey's done a lot of fucking shit there that you wouldn't think we would have ran.
Yeah.
He wasn't given or didn't take, they just didn't
He's
take
one
a
of the
chance. Mark Gray's calling me right now. Sorry, Mark, they're in a podcast right now.
Oh, we should have him live.
No, we should not.
We're not a live guest.
Bring him in. Bring him in. We all want to talk to him.
So yeah, I mean, I don't, I hate to stir the pot. And I told Joey flat out Saturday night he was going to get drugged for this. So whether it was his fault or not, I think maybe he was still a little too excited from Josh's heat race win. He didn't want to go out and work on the track. But yeah, I thought it was kind of sus that they didn't make an attempt. When, I mean, hundreds of times, even before you were president,
In your past,
we've
years
been
past,
there.
it's-
Like you said, get one or two of the features in.
It's 2 less. You gotta
It's
make
3
up.
less that you got. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean, I think typically they only do 1,
2 a night.
2 a night.
Yeah.
Two,
So
yeah.
you're
2
still
a
looking
night.
at 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
To get through, and I know she was saying something about not starting till the second week of June or something like that, because you have Peach Race. Are we off?
We're off June 7th.
June, yeah, the first week of June they're off.
Yeah,
So
but
they
there's
run
a
the
date
week?
in there though.
So they would run
You're
the
missing-
30th or
this-
31st.
Yes, they
Yeah.
would run that.
You got to be Maine to make up.
Now we
You're
got-
not even
Yeah.
done. You're not
Yeah.
even just right in.
Now we
the
got early summer daytime racing makeup features.
Yeah.
when
That's,
the
And
track
it was already
already.
Yeah, it was already skating rink. Just ask that guy on that 600 video we were watching. But I mean, it was slick. It slid for a long time.
It just
Maybe that's what Tommy's problem was. Maybe it just slid. Right?
Oh, I just
It
slid.
was. It was the beginning of the corner.
Yeah.
On a restart. Oh,
No.
We can't. No, sorry.
the
I
only-
appreciate it, Mark.
I tried.
I'll take it.
He just didn't want to get snookered on the start like he did the week before. So he took it to Christy. She gave him a little bit of daylight and just wasn't
Nope.
There was a hole there.
Yeah, there was. Till
And
it
there wasn't.
enough. She gave you some confidence and then she took it away.
And then I just saw Fry looking at me going
And
down
then
straight away. Going,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm like,
Tell us that story, 'cause that was fun. That was funny.
Which part? Where I knew it was
Well,
coming?
yeah.
Oh, and then when I move up out of the way, and it's just car. I'm like, how many cars are in this heat race?
Yeah, it was like 11 car
You usually have
car
to
heat
wait
races on
until
Saturday.
Christy would have got past you. That would have been the last one.
I thought she would have been ahead of. I don't know. They just kept coming. It was just never ending.
I think you both still qualified. I don't know if
I
Christy did. Well,
I know that.
that part doesn't really count or matter.
Well,
When
to
you
me, it
took her
does.
out.
I still apologize.
She
But
finished right
as long as
behind
I
you.
Oh,
qualified.
she did. Okay, good.
We understood what happened. I'm sorry.
Attaboy, way to own up to it. That's the second car you wrecked this year. Mike's Skias practice day.
Whoa, that was not me. That was not me. That was the tires.
There's pictures. I don't know.
I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't hit anybody up.
Remember pulling that short slider? And
Yeah,
Practice day?
You lit Brent Shear's fire. Short
Hey,
slid
man,
him, and
look,
now he's been winning races.
I'm just here to make other people better.
you're off his plate right now. 77, I think, Scott. That's the next.
Oh yeah, I don't think he was happy with Kreiser. That was a weird situation.
I don't think
I
Kreiser
don't-
really did
I don't
anything
think
wrong
Kreiser did
there.
anything
I'm
wrong.
not sure.
I watched it.
I watched the video.
Yeah.
Came up.
Did you watch Kreiser's in car?
I was asked if I watched it by Kreiser.
By which one?
I had to check my face.
That
Right.
reminded me of.
Oh, you got a Facebook message
Labor
to
Day.
check it.
Yeah.
Send it to you.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah, I think it was an honest racing deal, honestly. Like
Yeah, there was
I don't
nothing
think either
now.
of them did really much of anything wrong.
Nothing
it wasn't
blatant.
nothing was malicious.
Yeah.
It was just a racing deal that ended in a tough circumstance.
No, he didn't turn.
He didn't turn left.
He didn't turn right up the straightaway on his left front or anything. So
Yeah.
that was fine. That happens every once in a while. I've seen. Not from
Elaborate.
experience. No, I'm not gonna.
I mean, that's open wheel racing. The right rear sticks out further than your rub rail, and sometimes it
It
catches
happens.
something. And
No, nothing in that
We'll leave
looked.
it at that.
Yeah.
Nothing in that looked intentional. It was
Right.
Just
right,
racing.
I'd look at that as a just unfortunate circumstance.
It happened.
There's a lot of that at Lanka. It's been a lot of that, especially the one lane. It's been pretty one lane. Bottom.
3 laps in field. That's unfortunate. Circumstance.
You got your own parking spot in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
keeping the
should-
grass down.
Just,
I'm gonna,
just don't park
put
it
your
near
own
I'm
the-
gonna block it off.
Yeah.
Put your own lines painted out there?
Don't
Yeah, that
Yeah, you
parking
keep pulling it away from the fans.
Yeah.
They're pulling it the
Yeah.
other
spot,
way.
parking spot
They even
215.
wave.
So I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Just
Get me out of here.
don't park it near the EMTs.
Oh, you get yelled at for that?
No, you might get hit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that would be the third place or third turn track
I've
official.
seen that picture. I was
I don't know
like,
what's going on upstairs, but it's wild right now. Dog's really getting ready to tear somebody a new ass. Oh, it might be my kids getting mauled right now. so that being said, I think this wraps it up. Basically, you know, the whole, this was just kind of to get the info out on Pete's race. You know, check. There will be plenty more, it sounds like, posts about it, with all the updated sponsors as they come in and what's going on, between Linda's Lanco and the Pete Skias Facebook page. And definitely think that there's no other place for you to be Friday and Saturday but Linda's and Lanco. You know, not even just to race, but just to be there in support of the whole situation, and to honor Pete. Just by being there, whether you race or not. So, that being said, boys, hopefully it's not another 40 days until we get together, but
Yeah, right.
schedules be what they are. So,
good luck,
have fun
everyone.
in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
Kyle
Yeah.
Larson. Check it out on the cushion while you're watching from the Brickyard.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you later.
See ya.
It is.